Well, guess what, guys? It looks like Warren's gonna get to find out what it's like to sit at a shop. Well, hello there. How are you guys on this beautiful day? No, it's raining again. And the passenger I have with me this week woke me up at 6 a.m. and told me my truck was making a horrible noise. Turns out the airline underneath the seat that we put in yesterday, I pinched it. It broke. We gotta fix it. I'm gonna fix it. I'll get back to you guys a little bit later. That little job I told you about, fixing that little air leak underneath my seat, that ended up being a lot bigger of a issue than what I thought it was going to be. It required me crawling underneath the truck and fixing that. I don't want you guys to think that you're missing out on any rain. As you can see, it's still raining. I am in a better mood than yesterday. I want to show you why I'm in a better mood than yesterday, because it's very important. Remember last week I told you a certain somebody usually rides with me maybe once every 2 years.
I'm back! Hi!
It's time to make my my views on my videos go up again, so I had to take her. It's like I said last time she was with us, YouTube loves her. I mean, you guys
This
love her.
beautiful face. Oh, it's just the face.
So we're gonna get fuel right here. We didn't go too far last night. Where am I?
Rockwell City.
Rockwell City, Iowa. Tonight we're gonna aim for Paducah, Kentucky. We're parking Paducah, Kentucky, and then push on into Georgia tomorrow morning to get rid of this load. Other than that, I'm cleaned up, no more grease. I was covered in it, guys. I had to go underneath the truck. It was nasty. All right, I'll be back with you guys in a little bit here.
Bye!
Most of you that have been watching for a while, you guys already know I've told you what my bloodline has in it for jobs. We have teachers, we have paramedics, and I told you we have a lot of truckers in my bloodline too. Years ago, I used to always run into a cousin of mine in Sioux City. He's passed, but I used to run into him all the time in a truck. And well, that's my old Freightliner I always talk about. That's where that one came from. Well, originally, long story, I'll tell you all that later. But Warden came back out to the truck today, and before she got back out to the truck, my uncle showed up. My Uncle Russ, he was hauling rock to a farm probably about 30 miles from here. He come walking over to the truck, so I got to see him. He says my aunt watches my videos every night, so hi Darla, how are you? I was happy to see him. It's part of the thing, man. I live by a lot of my family. If we don't live in the same town, we still live within, pulled out too far. We still live within 20 miles of each other, 30 miles of each other. Warren's family's a little bit more spread out, but we still see them too. We just got to make it a day versus 20 minutes.
It's all good.
Alright, well, like I said, I'm in a better mood today. Things are going to go better. We're going to put up with this rain and fog. Day 13, if you guys were counting. Day 13 of rain. Not gonna let it get me down. Woo! We're good to go. I love you.
I love you too.
Let's go drive truck. Well, we got the humidity part down for summer, but we just can't get that sunlight and that heat for summer. Well, you know the routine. We're just stopping, checking everything out, making sure things are looking good. You know, earlier when I was talking about running into family members at truck stops, Randy, he'd be a cousin of mine. He originally owned that 1986 Freightliner that I still have right now that I used to drive. This summer I plan on giving you guys a little bit of a tour of that truck. So I want to dig it back out and take her for a little drive, get her ready. Not sure if there's going to be truck shows or not this year, but if there is, I want to get to a couple with it. But he's passed. But I used to run into him quite a bit in Sioux City, Iowa, back when I used to run local and run feed. And then I have another uncle that he's a mechanic straight now, but he used to drive truck for a while. I used to run with him quite a bit back when I used to run feed. He was running corn in and out of plants. And then the uncle I was telling you about, I ran into him today, Russ. He's working for a farmer now and all driving truck. And then if you go on the other side of my family, you know, all those were my dad's brothers and family. If you go on the other side, my mom's side, you know, we got a few truck drivers there. You know, one was a truck driver for a little bit. He's not driving anymore. Got my other uncle. I call him Farmer Dan, so if you're watching, Farmer Dan, that's right, you're a farmer to me. Guys, he's not really a farmer. He just runs a lot of agriculture, so I just give him stress about being a farmer. But he runs, he's still driving truck. He actually is one of the guys who excuse me, he's one of the guys who helped me get into trucking and taught me a lot. So yeah, I have trucking in my blood, I guess you could say. You know, I could go, you know, in the wise of traveling long distances, that come from my dad. My dad doesn't drive a truck, but ever since I was little, man, I could just, you know, he could get into a car, and he still can, and he could drive forever, it seemed. And I think that's the traveling part I got from my dad. But he, like I said, you know, he was a paramedic. He's retired now. And then, you know, it's just family bloodlines, you know. It's in my blood, I guess you could say. Well, you know, if you go to my mom, hi mommy, I love you. But my mom, she likes to travel to a point, but then she likes to stick around the home front too. Can't hold her against her at all, by no means. But it's just how trucking goes, right? Trucking or family, the whole works. We all have our own little niche, and my niche is driving a truck, Schmidt Family Trucking. And hopefully someday, and not hopefully, if he wants to, or Paige or Troy, you know, if they want to get involved in trucking, I'm gonna, you know, I love having that name on the side of my truck, Schmidt Family Trucking. And if they don't want to, if they want to go do their own thing, they can go do their own thing. There's no reason to stick around Dad's little business there. Other than that, everything checked out pretty good, so I think we're gonna go ahead and jump back in the truck, get a go at it. We're about 250 miles into our day. We roughly got maybe just shy of 400 miles left before we get to Paducah, Kentucky. We got to go through St. Louis yet, and then that'll be about the last big city we got to go through before Paducah. Other than that, I'll see you in a little bit. Well, we have a pretty nasty vibration going on in the truck right now. I'm about 20,000 miles before I need a rotation of my drive tires, those back tires back there. I was giving them a good look-see. They're wearing kind of goofy. I'm thinking that's where the vibration's coming from. We're gonna swing in here to Lovely Loves, have them rotate them around real quick, see if we can get rid of that vibration. I'm hoping that's it, because it's annoying, very annoying. Look who is still here. Boy, I would have thought you would have left me by now.
I tried to run away.
Yeah,
but
she
I
did.
didn't get very far.
Yeah, she tried to run away, guys. It's not gonna work. I'm not gonna let her run away from me. She needs me. Actually, I need her.
But I did almost get hit by a truck just a few minutes ago. Wasn't paying attention.
Well, that's not good. You almost got hit by a truck?
I did. I did not walk around the outer border. I was cutting through the parking lot.
What have I taught you and the kids?
Nothing.
No matter what I say, they don't listen to me. When we're in truck stops, anywhere, you do not walk around, you do not go through the middle of the truck stop. Always walk around the outside border. Because when you're walking around a huge open parking lot, there are so many drivers out here. They're coming through a truck stop going 500 miles an hour and they're not looking for you.
To my defense, I did not almost get hit by a truck. I almost got hit by a vehicle because they were hauling like crazy through the parking lot. But luckily, I was by the fuel stand, so we're all good.
Moral of this story is walk around the outside of the parking lot, not the inside.
And right before that happened, and I realized what I was doing, I thought in my head, oh crap, Kurt's gonna see me and he's gonna chew my butt because I didn't do what he told me to do. And then wouldn't you know, I almost get hit. He does love me.
Spousal abuse.
I try.
Okay. I'll talk to you in a little bit, guys. And poof, just like that, tires are rotated. Didn't take too long. It did kind of kill our chances of getting to Paducah tonight because I got Warden here, plus I really don't want to run past 10:30. Chances are we're going to make it to probably Little Nashville. They call it Little Nashville. It's past St. Louis. Alright, you ready to get back on the interstate?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Well, guess what, guys? It looks like Warren's gonna get to find out what it's like to sit at a shop. You know, that vibration didn't go away after I rotated those tires. I was skeptical in the beginning part of it, but it just hadn't dawned on me what it could be. I was stuck on the rear end as might be doing something funky, because they're about the only thing I haven't rebuilt on first class. So we made it to Little Nashville, Illinois. Still vibrating. Figured I'd drop the trailer and take a look at the U-joints, because I've had a U-joint go bad before on the Freightliner. Never on my W9. Yeah. That far back U-joint, it's no good. More. Kind of surprised I didn't lose it going down the interstate. And you know, an old timer once told me the only way a U-joint goes bad is if you don't grease it enough. With his theory, that guess what? Then he's right. I must not have greased it enough. So if his theory's right, that means I just cost myself probably about $500. Anywho, we're gonna spend the night here. The shop opens at 7 a.m. Hopefully they can get us in. I've had work done at this shop before. It's just a little mom and pop shop. They do good. Their rates weren't horrible. I think I just had them do a brake can or something on a trailer. I can't even remember. It's been a while back. Well, should I break the good news to Warden here? Truck stop's closed all night. No bathrooms. She's in trouble.
No, I'm not.
No. Truck stop's open all night. But tomorrow she's just gonna have to set. Well, she's gonna find out what it's like when you break down on the road. I don't think you've been with me, have you? No, she's never been with me on a breakdown.
No.
Man, I am so surprised that U-joint didn't come apart going down the highway. I probably got to St. Louis, and I started thinking to myself, okay, let's start going think, you know, is it a throwout bearing? Is it, you know, something else in the rear end? Because I kept thinking, you know, I have not rebuilt those rear ends yet, so I have no clue how many miles is on them. I cannot get it out of my head. You know, like I said, what that old timer said. If you keep a U-joint properly greased, you will never have to replace them. Maybe you guys know better, but I don't, you know, that old timer told me that, and I've been driving long enough miles that I've only had to replace one U-joint in all my trucks, and this will be the second right now. So maybe his theory's right, and if it is right, then like I said, I just cost myself $500. Other than that, guys, I'm gonna have troubles editing this video tonight and staying positive.
On another note, I'm reading a book called A Man Called Ove, and it is about a grumpy old man, and it very much reminds me of Grandpa Porter.
Oh, not me?
Not you.
Oh.
Not yet. Anyway.
I thought she was going to say me.
It's going to be him someday, because he's very much like his family. But
you said that like it was an insult.
It is not an insult. I love you. But Grandpa Porter, A Man Called Ove, this could have said A Man Called Grandpa Porter. So I'm thinking of you as I read this.
We miss that old timer, that old man. We miss him.
We do.
All right.
So that's our positive. We're thinking of Grandpa Porter tonight as I'm reading my book.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep rambling. I can't follow that up with anything. As always, guys, be safe, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye! Have a good night!
Other than that, I'm cleaned up, no more grease. I was covered in it, guys. I had to go underneath the truck. It was nasty.
I got to wash his head off.
Yeah. It was kind of inappropriate for YouTube.
Oh, this head.